Well, hello, game friends. If you joined me last week, you'll remember that I had a super serious chart that graphed the gender composition of video game protagonists for the last 10 years. You'll remember that it was quantified in boobs and balls. It was to get your attention, and I think it did. You'll also remember that the takeaway from this scientific survey was more leading boobs in video games. So, imagine my surprise when my call to arms, or call to boobs, if you will, perhaps. My call to boobs was answered in part by CD Projekt Red. You see, if you pre-order their new game, The Witcher 3 on GOG.com, you'll get this lovely digital calendar filled with pictures like this. Now, you might imagine that I'm super terribly offended by this and that I should retract my statement and my cry for more boobs, but that is actually not the case. You are wrong, because it's beautiful artwork. It's tasteful, and I mean, there's really nothing wrong with it, but it does kind of show that, like a lot of other video game companies, CD Projekt Red is not being very inclusive of their straight female gamers and their gay male gamers. A lot of people are really upset about this, and they're calling for a boycott of the company. But Reddit user Sanel, aka MILF Guardian on Twitter, has come up with what I believe to be a very elegant solution. She said on a Reddit post, "I'm sure CD Projekt Red had no intention of making us feel neglected, but I would like to have them break the mold and show girls and gamers, that's gamers with a Y, that we are valued customers with a small gesture." And that small gesture, my friends, is a second calendar featuring Geralt, the protagonist of the game, featuring, namely, Geralt's butt. She's asked fans to tweet at CG Projekt Red with the hashtag 12 months of Geralt butt. Hashtag 12 months of Geralt butt has garnered a couple of hundred tweets online, but it's kind of losing steam, and I implore all of you, please tweet at CD Projekt Red with hashtag 12 months of Geralt butt, because come on. Sanel points out that if we were to boycott all of the games that disregard the feelings of this demographic, that we would have very few games to play indeed. But she hopes that this hashtag is going to, make the developers laugh and to remind them that they have a lot of loyal fans who are female and gay. Her solution, I believe, is amazing because it's going to make all the fans happy without putting censorship on the table. And plus, it's sex positive, which I think is a really good thing. Granted, the original calendar was a bit of a PR blunder for CD Projekt Red, but they can totally turn this thing around and garner super major brownie points by pandering to this demographic that doesn't like women and that never gets thrown a bone in video games. I promise that this is the last time I'm going to talk about human anatomy on my show, but if you take one thing from this episode, it is this: more butts in video games. Thank you.
For more Geek 360, click subscribe on thestream.tv.